This video will cover basics of statistics module from Python's standard library. This module is a pretty handy module for doing very basic descriptive statistic, right? This kind of analysis that I'm going to show you basics of it. You can use many other packages as well, but this one, it comes with Python itself, and it is pretty easy to use. So what I have on the screen is first I import that just like random module. If I want to use that capability, first I need to import it. I have defined three lists. So let's see how we can use it. All right, I'm going to first run that. All right, and then statistics. You see that it says it's a module. All right, statistics data. Let's see what it has. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. All right. What I'm going to use it for, first we are going to see how we can use this to find central tendency metrics. Statistics, you can use mean. All right, mean of list x, and it is going to give you the number. All right, average is going to give you average. There is something similar, statistics dot f mean of list x, and you see that it gives you the same number, but it's a float number. That f in that function stands for float mean. What happens that first this function converts all numbers in list of x, converts all of them to float number, and then calculates their average. So this is equivalent to adding numbers and dividing by length of the list, but of course this is much cleaner, much nicer way of doing same thing. All right. Next, you can find mode. We can say statistics again. Statistics data mode of list x. It is going to give you 2. Why? Because well, 2 is repeated 1, 2, 2 times. All right. You notice that 3 is also being repeated twice here. But when you are using mode, the very first one that it finds, it is going to give you that. If you want to find multiple modes that you might have, you need to use the statistics data multi-mode of list underscore x. All right, and it is going to give you a list that has modes of that data set that you have. Right, for mode and multi-mode, you do not need to have numerical list. So for example, list the alphabet that I have right there. I can find statistics data mode of list underscore alphabet. All right, and it is going to give you a. Again, I have a, b, c, a, b. Both a and b, they are modes, but a is the first one it encounters, so it's going to report that. In a similar manner, if you say statistics data multi-mode of list underscore alphabet, you are going to get a and b list of modes. In a similar manner, you can find median. Statistics data median of list underscore x, that is 3. All right, with median you can find lower median and upper median as well. I'm going to leave it to you to explore that. These are basics of finding central tendency metrics using statistics module. Here's let's switch and talk about variance and standard deviation. So in a similar manner, really, you can find that variance. Now, there are 2 types of variance in this context. You can find sample variance, you can find population variance. If you put a question mark in front of it and run it, it is going to give you the fact that this is calculating sample variance. If you want population variance, you need to put a letter P in front of that and write a P variance, standing for population variance. Now that we know what that is, I'm going to say give me list-wise variance. In a similar manner, I can find statistics data standard deviation, stdev, standard deviation. I don't know what this is. I'm going to look and say it says it is also for sample. All right, and standard deviation of, let's say, list underscore y, and it is going to give you that number. If you don't want to see that many decimal points, you can use the f string. Equivalently, you can also not equivalently, I take that back. You can also round function. You can use round function. Round function, it's going to change the number itself, but f string is going to be a just a display feature.